I'm going to teach you how to use Loom, which is a screencasting software. Screencasting means to record all of the actions on your screen along with your voice as a narration. Loom is very similar to something you may have heard of called Screencastify. There are a few main differences, and I'll walk through them as I go. So one way to use Loom is to install the Google Chrome extension. That's up here. So if you use the Google Chrome web browser and you install the Loom Chrome extension, you'll see it up here and you'll be able to use it. Another way to use Loom that's different from Screencastify is that it's also a desktop software. I'm not going to use that web-based one, which I just clicked on. There is a a local downloadable software, which you'll have on your computer. If you have a Mac, it shows up at the top too. And with that software, you'll have many more advanced features, such as drawing on your screen. So I like to use a desktop version because I like those advanced features. The pricing plan, I just want to point this out. If you are a teacher or a student and you click on that, you can sign up for the Loom Pro and you'll have it free forever. It's not just a COVID-19 thing, it's free forever. So if you are a teacher or student, I highly suggest you sign up for that free version so you get all of the nice features. I'm going to go ahead and start a recording. I'm just going to click up here. And I have a few options. I can choose my screen and my camera will appear in the bottom left. And there you go, you can see me. Or I can click on the person and you could just see my avatar. Maybe I don't want my camera at all, and I could just do screen only. And that will just be my screen with my audio. Or you could just do camera and it will only be your camera and not your screen. But I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do screen only. You can select a different camera if you have more than one, or you could select a different microphone. When you're ready, all you have to do is click Start Recording. Now, everything on your screen, 3, 2, 1. Everything on my screen is being recorded right now. So you could give your students a tutorial, like I'm doing now, and walk them through steps on anything on your computer. It could be on the internet, or it could be a local software. Some examples might be, if you have Google Slides or PowerPoint and you want to go into present mode and go slide by slide, providing instruction and talking through each slide as you go, you can create a digital lesson that the students can listen to online. Another example might be, another alternative for this, if you use Smart Notebooks still, you could use that if you're comfortable. Anything on your screen will be recorded. It doesn't need to be web-based. It could be Microsoft Word, it could be PowerPoint locally, it could be any software you have on your computer. Your whole desktop will be recorded. Another thing you might want to do is use a whiteboard. So if you are a Microsoft district, you have a whiteboard app built into your Office 365. And if you're a Google district, you likely have Jamboard. There is this website I want to point out called webwhiteboard.com. You don't need to create an account. You could just click Create Free Whiteboard. And when you have your whiteboard, you could share the link. It's shareable, and you can all collaborate on it. And it just has tools to draw on the screen. So you could maybe do some math problems and talk through them. I do want to point out that Loom also does have drawing tools with the desktop version, and you can draw on the screen too. Why isn't it trying? So I could draw on my screen with Loom as well, and it will erase for me. And when you're finished recording your Loom screencast, you click on Stop, and then it will open in a web browser. You'll want to listen to it to make sure that your audio got recorded, because sometimes I've had it where my voice didn't actually get recorded, so you might want to just check it out and play it. You can give it a name, so I could call it Loom Tutorial. And you can also organize in folders, which I think is pretty cool. Some other features you might want to know about are trim, so you can trim it. Call to action is pretty cool because you can actually put a link to go to something else. So after your students are done watching the instructional video, maybe you put a link to a quiz. So you can put a URL to a Google form or a Microsoft form or just a website of something you want them to read. I'm just going to put google.com. I'll just write Google. I could put form. We could pretend it's a form and press save. So the students will see that and they'll have to complete the form at the end. That is not in Screencastify, so I do like that feature. Some other cool things about it is you can make it only people with the link, or you can make it public. You can invite specific people. You can even add a password. So you could password protect each video, and they could only have access that video if they have a password. The settings of your video allows comments, and you could turn any of these on or off. You might not want any of these. That's up to you, and you can go through them. I'm not going to go through all of them now. And again, trim the beginning or end. You can edit any of this. Oops, sorry. That was your call button. You could choose a custom thumbnail if you want that to come up as the beginning, so your students see a specific slide, maybe Loom tutorial. It could say it really big, so that's the first thing they see. So you could choose a custom thumbnail and you can upload it from, or drag and drop it from your computer. So once you have your video set, you can copy the link and you can share the link anywhere on your website, on your Google Classroom, on your Microsoft team. You can share that link anywhere. The other thing that I do love about Loom that Screencastify does not have is you could see how many views you've had. So if you gave this to your students as an assignment, you could see how many total watches there were and how many unique views there were. So you can get an idea if maybe a large percent of your class did not watch your videos. And all of the videos are actually saved directly on Loom's website in their site. So you can organize, you can create new folders, and you can, I'll call this teacher meetings, and you can move your videos into your folders and keep them nice and tidy. If you don't like a video, maybe you did one by accident and you didn't like it, you could just click on archive, and then from the archive, which is the bottom left, you can permanently delete any videos from the archive. You could just click on them and click on, click on the three dots and click delete, or you could have restored it. So that is how you make a Loom screencast. And again, you just can click on the link next to any of them and copy them and share them anywhere where you'd like, in an email or anywhere else.